So your 2026 music release strategy has got to change. Watch this video. So who am I? Well, I'm Jamal. I'm the owner of Break Odds. So I run one of the UK's leading platform for music single releases. This is for major labels, independent labels, and independent artists. This is not just only in the UK, London, but it's also in Paris and New York. So the reason why we thought let's do this YouTube channel, because when we're trying to push artists, and sometimes we want them to watch videos, not all the time it's, pushing our services, just to give them more insights in terms of how we're trying to, what we're meaning behind it. And every time we're looking, there's always videos there and there, but it's not something just so direct. So within this, before I even also get into this video, make sure you have your phone notes out or just have pen and paper, because with these videos each time, I want to make sure I'm giving you a game that you can apply to your single. We don't only just work with like rap, we work with R&B, rock, indie, pop, funk, everything, because it's all about strategies in place. You can't apply the same thing to every genre, to every artist, but there's still similarities, and that's how we can work between different artists, and that's how you get success. So, like I said, just make sure you're taking notes every time. We're going to try to post a video pretty often, mostly 2 to 3 videos a week. So if you can do that, that'd be good. So like I said, you'll be getting a lot of info. This is going to be a good channel. It's going to keep raw, so it's not going to be something that's going to be cut. Therefore, you're getting a raw, authentic, and you're getting my brain, which literally you pay a lot for. It's probably 5 grand to 10 grand you're for an hour with me. So it's something you are giving for free. So that's some good insight for you. So what we're going to be covering is a lot of stuff. Artists struggle a lot with, getting the streams, then converting them into fans. Artists also struggling with, how to get the streaming up, how to even build a cult fan base. Like, how does it work? You see other people doing it, you see other artists, but you don't have an understanding like how you can do it. So I'm gonna be breaking it down like how it actually works and how you can apply it. So it can definitely work for everybody. It doesn't mean it can only work for one artist. The only difference is about how much work you're willing to put in to make these things happen. So, for example, let's just say for a label comes to us and they give us 50 grand and they say, right, we've got this new artist that has been signed. Cool. Now we want to get the streaming up. So that just means, for example, we might put an ad campaign on. If you know about ads, we're going to be breaking it down ad campaigns, because I know a lot of time you can look on YouTube and you're thinking, what ad campaign actually worked for my song? See so many people doing it. Sometimes you see so many numbers, views, but you don't know which one actually worked for you. So this channel is about bringing that rawness, that real. You can go on there. When we talk about ads, you know exactly what to do. I'm explaining you like the real behind it. So it's not just this is going to make your song do this. Any song can get to 10 million. Any song can get to 100 million if you pay for it. It's not hard, but it's about the reason why a label will stop paying for it. I'm referring to a label because they're the ones with normally like a big budget that'll pay for a big ad budget. Is, let's just say they put 50k and we put like 10-15% into ads. We can push that song to 100k streams, if not 500,000. But if the song's not pushing itself from the algorithm and new people are picking it up, there's no point pushing it. Because it just means people are not feeling that song in that moment in time. So why are we going to keep pushing it? It's a waste of money. Move on to the next song. So when it comes to an independent artist, that's another thing, is when a song's not working, you need to figure out like, what is it that I want to do? I'm going to put a strategy in place in terms of like finding people to like the song in a different way, or I'm going to move on to the next song. So there's 2 ways to it. Some artists sometimes stay too long on one song because they want to follow this platform, this strategy in place, but it doesn't matter if you even have the right strategy. If the song's not right, with the right strategy, it doesn't go anywhere. So obviously that's where we come along, and that's where we can like see from early if the song is worth pushing and pushing a full campaign or not. And also making sure that we maximize your results when you are pushing a song. So you're at least building a fan base, even if it's not, pushed to a mass. So yeah, there's a lot of things when it comes down to, building your single. So with this, we're gonna be covering everything. We're also covering how to like monetize. So we hear this a lot, but not just from streaming, but how you actually bring money in from merch. So when I say merch, it's not just putting a t-shirt out, getting it printed, print on demand. It's about how do I actually get sales for these t-shirts. So I'm gonna be breaking out each part of how you actually get a sale. So, you can watch these videos for free and you'll be able to make your first sale from your first fan. That's how much gain you're gonna get from this channel. Also, we're going to show you how to get your streaming up, not just from paid ads, but also organic. So how you actually convert, let's say, a short form to stream. A lot of artists, for example, will do short form all these different locations and just think they're just gonna get streamed. It might work the one time, but you've got to be creative. Obviously, that's where we come along. But I'm also gonna give you some free tips in terms of how to be creative with your short form to convert into stream, to convert into a fan base. So there's going to be a lot of things like you're going to be getting from this channel, so make sure like you tune in. Like I said, we're going to post about 3 a week if we can, so we're going to be covering a lot of topics. If you do have any questions, like I said, we do have a lot of experience, so you can comment on, any question you actually have. This can be anything. Like, I'm struggling with this, I'm struggling with how to push out a song, I'm struggling with how to find a producer, I'm struggling with how to get the right percentages agreement, I'm struggling with how to do my marketing, promotion, anything. I know a lot of artists, like I said, sometimes need a hope, but where can I go for somewhere where I'm going to get like authenticity, to them? There's a lot of agencies out there. Yes, we do work with agencies around the world, but there's also a lot of agencies that I'm going to be giving you like a red flag with saying that don't use. This is also going to be in the UK and obviously America. There's a lot of places that charge a lot of money for these services. It can be down like Spotify pitching, promotion, YouTube promotion, all these different types of PR is a big thing. Like, artists get caught up in PR. They'll spend, £1,000, which is like 1.3 k dollars. They spend a lot of money in this and it doesn't get anywhere. Why? Because you see a label doing it, you see big artists doing it, so you feel like, I need this PR push. But what you realize is PR doesn't really do anything if you're not on that level, but it still helps. That's why I'm going to help you with I'm going to find you ways, basically how you find free PR to help push the way you need to push. Not spending overpriced stuff, what's not going to do nothing for your career at this point. The reason why it worked for labels, because all like, because the label, they're putting the artists in debt. Sorry labels, I know, but you artists basically have that debt there. So of course, when they're pushing the money in artists, it's like an IOU, so they can spend in terms of whatever you want. It's not you information, so it's not like I'm giving you something new. But yeah, that's why labels can do that. Where you independently, yes, a lot of agencies will have like label price and independent price, but don't get fooled into that when literally the service is exactly the same and it's not really going to do much for your career spending that amount at your level of where you're at. So there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to get from this channel. So one thing that I'm going to give you before ending this video is, when it comes down to, let's say, actually getting someone to hear your song from your Instagram, a lot of people fail on this because let's just say you have 200 followers. I know a lot of you probably have like 800,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, if not 500,000. Right, cool. But you have these followers, cool. Now it's like, okay, how many of these are converted into like an actual sale? None. How many people have actually pushed for a sale? None. So just one quick tip, this is just some free game top of my head right now, is what a lot of artists do is when they've got like a, let's say, a CD, so you've got an EP coming out, you've got a CD, or let's just break it down even more. You've got a single coming out, you've got a 99p on iTunes, right? How many people have your message saying, can you please buy this song? No, because I don't want to come across as a beg. Well, that's the thing is, you want people to stream your song, you want over 1,000 streams to earn pennies when you can earn, 99p off one listen. So that's my thing as well. Is I know a lot of artists thinking, oh, I don't really want to do this, don't want to come across, but that's the thing about bringing money to music. I know artists that have made 500,000, earning like 10k a month away from streaming just because they're doing like authentic stuff behind the scenes, engaging and making sure they're bringing their sale. Because at the end of the day, you can look good and not want to act like a beg. If you're a woman, if you're a guy, if you're a female artist, if you're a male artist, you don't want to act like that. But at the end of the day is what you're doing music for. If you are just doing it for the fun and not to get anywhere and make money from it, that's good and great. If you are just doing it because just the love of it and I just want to do the marketing side, I'm not really bothered about sale, that's also good. But if you are doing it for a career side of things, that's when it's like, okay, we start putting things into place and we start giving you like a whole funnel of like, this is how you actually make money through music. And that's how you start to see your journey come on. And start to see like a different view of being an artist now and not just what you think it is. So there's so much factors of different things I'm going to bring you to on journeys of how you actually are going to help, how we are going to help you put your single out and maximize it to the, you know, the biggest it can be. And this is all going to be free game. So yeah, if you've got any question, it'll help with topics when I'm going into each video. So definitely leave that in the comments. And yeah, like this video if you did find it interesting, and yeah, subscribe as well if it's something that you want to, you know, you want us to keep giving. So yeah, Jamal, break cards, take it easy.